Well, hello, welcome back to Phil Savage Rebuilds, and this will be part 4 on the mini Soho. So before we get going, as always, if you like these videos, please do hit the subscribe button, press the bell notification so you're notified of all future videos. Big things, thumbs up for the video helps YouTube promote. So let's get going. So, my plan for today is to get the front panel swapped over, because obviously we know the old one is all smashed up. I need to take this fan assembly off, put that onto my new one, and then that whole front panel then can go back up and be bolted back up to the car. That will then allow us to then put the radiator assembly back in, which is good, and then we can get the coolant in the system if we have time. We can bleed it up, run it up to temp. Headlights could even go back in then. Unfortunately, I have just noticed that obviously we knew the air Conrad was broke, had a hole in it, but the spare one that I had from the other Mini, the ends are different, the fitment's different to it, so that's because one's pre-LCI and one's LCI. This is the LCI car, the white one's the pre-LCI. So the air Conrads are slightly different, so I'll get one of them ordered up. We'll have that early next week. So yeah, we'll get this front panel on. Start reassembling the front of this car, get the radiator back in, coolant in. We could even swap out the rear arm that we haven't done yet, and I might even nip over and get a tyre sorted, because then in theory we could give this a little run around the block just quickly. So yeah, let's see what we can get done. Right, so in order to get this front panel on, all I really need to do is just hammer that faceplate straight. Remove that last bit of front panel. That's the fixing for the headlight, so it needs to keep that, and then the front panel will go straight on. So let's crack on with that. Alright, so I've just quickly swapped them fan assemblies over. That's the new one, took off the old one, and I also swapped over this little bracket. It holds the top of the it's like a little valve for filling up the aircon. We've taken off that little bit of bracket there, so we're ready to go straight on now with that. I've got all my fixings ready on the top there, so let's have a go. So all these fixings on these chassis legs go through the front crash bar as well, so you've got to put it all on at the same time. So I'll grab the crash bar over here. So that goes straight on over them fixings and straight through. Right guys, we're making some good progress here. Front panel's on, crash bar's on, we've got the radiator in, it's all plumbed up. I have, what else have I done? I put the washer, the header bottle in, all plumbed, fixed in the two horns. You have two horns down here. I've fixed back in the arch guard into the front panel. And now I'm going to put on, I don't know what this is called, so I'm just going to call it U-shaped clamp, and that goes on there. So we'll put that on now, and then we can get back in the bonnet catches, put the bonnet cables back on. We're heading towards filling this back up with water really, so we'll put that on and we'll see where we are then. We've got the U-shape bracket back on as well now. Bonnet latches in, All the cables run. I still need to reroute these. Yeah, these are for them 2 spotlights that we had on top of the bumper. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to throw the wheel into the van and we'll run over and get a new tyre. So look at that. This is the one that was flat, and I did try pumping it up, but it just gushes out of there. So we'll go over and get the new tyre put on that, because I'm hoping to get the other arm sorted on the back and we can get this back on the floor and running today. And I don't want to miss the tyre place. So yeah, we'll throw that in, we'll go that over, change the tyre, grab some coolant as well, come back, fill the coolant system up and get it running up to temp and bleed it. Back, got my tyre, nice new tyre. We've got ourselves some coolant. So I'm going to fill it up with coolant now, get it running, start it up, let it run for a while. Whilst it's running, I'm going to get the front 2 wheels back on, get the front back on the floor, jack up the back, and I'm going to swap out that back bar control arm. Then all the wheels are pointing in the right direction then. So this bleeding process on these does take a while. It took a long time in the Mini. You basically got to get up to temp and then sit and rev it to 2,000-3,000 revs for a few minutes to get all the water to circulate. So we'll crack on with that as well. So yeah, I'll get it running, leave it to warm up for a while. I'll fill these wheels on. Feels like we're getting somewhere now. So I've done the coolant, we're up to temp. It took a long time to get all the air out, but now we're good now. All the heater's blowing warm inside, everything's fine there. We've got this wheel back on, and now look, that wheel is perfectly in the middle of that arch now. So that's perfect. So just that bottom arm, all that needs changing. So that wheel's on and tight. I've put the other wheel on with the new tyre, that's tight. And I'm thinking, yeah, washer bottle, throwing the washer bottle in. It's not fully plumbed in with the headlights yet, obviously, because they're not in place, but I've wired it up. I have got a plug missing from a spotlight there, so I need to figure out what to do about that. Obviously we've no aircon rad on because we haven't got one for it. I fit the arch liner because it would have been difficult with the wheel on, so we've done that. So I'm thinking now, just to finish off, I think we'll throw the headlights on and have a look how it looks with the headlights in, and then that's probably going to be it for today. So throw these headlights in now, see how it looks. Right guys, that's going to have to be it, I'm afraid. We've got the driver's headlight in with the washer plumbed up. It's going down there, goes round underneath and connects down there somewhere. We can't put the passenger's one in because the plumbing you have to fit first, and that's the fitting that connects to the headlight. That's also the splitter that connects to this. So I need to get a new section of hose and fittings for that before I can put that passenger headlight in. So I'll look at getting that sorted for Monday. But overall, extremely pleased with today. Like I said before, we've got the wheels back on. It's sat on the floor. That wheel's perfectly in the centre, so we know everything's good. Engine's been run up to temp for the first time fully. Header bottle's full of water. No leaks in the coolant system. she sounds good. Nice warm air through the vents. So yeah, it's been a really good day. So I'm going to have a day off tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday, going for a meal with the family and stuff. But I'll be back on it Monday. I'll try and get them 2 pieces of pipe. And then we can look at getting that other headlight in. Attack that other bottom arm at the back. Hopefully it doesn't turn into the kind of job that the front one did. And then all we're looking at then really is the cosmetics, the bumpers and the bonnet. Which obviously we know I've got the 2 bumpers. I'm still searching for a bonnet. I cannot find one at the minute. Not that I'm happy with anyway. But obviously also I need to paint the front bumper and back bumper before they go on. So, I'm going to call it a day there. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please do subscribe. I'm not going to go through the rest again. But yeah, thank you very much. And I'll see you on Monday hopefully. Cheers.